Walk around our communities every day and you see great opportunity and wealth, and you see need and challenges. And the thing that really can connect those are volunteers.
People volunteer because they see a problem in the community or in the world and they want to solve it.
In the San Francisco Bay Area, we have thousands upon thousands of nonprofits that do such amazing work in our communities, and without volunteers, they really wouldn't be able to perform at such a high level.
We all care about what happens in our community. Volunteers care. They don't care more. They just do something about it.
Everybody volunteers. I don't mean everybody volunteers, but I mean everybody can volunteer. The urge to help people isn't confined to just one age bracket or one income bracket or one race or one gender.
Volunteerism is kind of something that we define with a dictionary term, but people volunteer in their daily lives every minute.
Holding the door open for someone, pushing a chair in for someone, opening a car door for someone.
And that's volunteering, and that's the spirit of volunteering.
When we talk about volunteerism, we often focus on what's the volunteer job. And really what it's about is it's establishing a relationship. In many cases, the relationship between that volunteer and that organization has an opportunity to grow, turning that volunteer into a donor and an advocate and a community leader and a leader within that same organization. And that's the real hidden power of the volunteer experience.
Volunteering isn't a completely altruistic activity. Volunteers, there's actually studies that show that volunteers lead healthier, more satisfied lives.
If we're going to entice more people into trying volunteering and making a greater commitment to volunteering, we really have to understand what's in it for them.
People want to be involved in really meaningful ways, fostering either change or development, not just collating things or mailing things, which we know are important as well. And so that's where I see the biggest exchange coming, is when an organization can ask the question of, what do we need to do? What do we need to get done? And then throwing that out to the volunteer world and saying, what is it that you can do?
There are more people trying volunteering out, but there's still too many who are showing up to be a volunteer and then not returning the next year.
If you're not managing those volunteers correctly, they're not coming back. If you don't give them a good experience, they're either going to find another organization to volunteer with, or they're just going to stop volunteering altogether.
And that's the job of all of us in the nonprofit sector, is to make sure that each and every volunteer has an amazing and meaningful experience so that they're working side by side with us.
If you have a structured volunteer program, not only are they able to give back to your organization and the community in a more substantive way, they also seem to get a lot more out of the work they're doing and really have a better idea of the impact they're making.
I think our job at the Volunteer Center is to make that a little bit easier, to point you in the right direction, to help you make the right match to the right opportunity that you're most passionate about.
It's really an exciting time for volunteerism. We have a president who's speaking out about volunteerism. We have Congress passing sweeping legislation to encourage service, and people are not just talking about it, people are doing something. Join with us this year. Reach out to one other person. Bring them along to wherever you're volunteering and get them engaged. I think if we were able to do that, we could double volunteering this year.